Hello, everyone. Can you hear me now?
Yes, please. We can hear you. Good evening. How are we?
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining in from today's class. Welcome to week 3 singles mentorship program with Coach Dennis Agbeti. My name is Sharon, and it's an honor to have each and every one of you here again today. For those just joining us for the first time, kindly put in your name and where you're joining from, the location. Kindly put it in the chat. We'll be reading from the chat. And to my people that have been here from the very first time, how has class been for you? How was class last week? I'm going to be reading from the chat. How was class? Ujo Alice from Nasarawa, you're welcome. Taiwo, you are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome to class today. If you can hear me, you're welcome to the class. Sonia from Lagos, you're welcome. It's an honor to have each and every one of you today. It's another amazing class with Coach Dennis Agbeti, and I am sure we are all ready for what is coming today. For those just joining us for the first time, welcome to week 3's mentorship program with Coach Dennis Agbeti. So let me hear from you. How excited are you for today's class? How excited are you for today's class? Kindly put it in the chat. I am going to be reading from the chat. How excited are you for today's class? Come on, you should talk to me. How excited are you for today's class? Very excited, and I guess it will be amazing. I promise you, Alice, it is going to be amazing. Nancy from Kenya, the last classes were amazing. Ready for today's class. Nancy is always active. Nancy, I see you. I see you. I see you. Very excited. Undu King says very excited. Very excited. Oluwaseun, I am very excited to continue this session of reprogramming one's mind. Lovely. Familiar from Ibadan is very excited, very excited. Amazing. I see each and every one of you. I see each and every one of you. Oh, Grace says, I can't wait. I'm sure, Grace, I'm sure. Today's class is going to be exceptional. Okay. Very excited and ready to learn something new today. Okay, everyone, without wasting so much of our time today, let's welcome our coach for today, Coach Dennis Agbeti. You are welcome, sir. You are welcome. We are ready to have you. You're welcome, Coach.
Right. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? All right. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me.
Yes, please. We can hear you.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So welcome to today's session. Hey, Nancy, good to see you. Fumulayo, good to see you. Thank you. Good to see everyone. I'd like to hear short feedbacks from the last two classes we've had. Let me hear from at least 3 people. How has the class been so far? Can you unmute? And I'd like to hear from at least 3 people. If you'd like to say something, you can just raise your hands and I'll call you up. How has the class, the mentorship program been so far for you? Yeah, I'm waiting for responses. How has the mentorship class been for you so far? Nobody? All right, Adekemi, you can unmute and go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. It's been enlightening and impactful.
I would like to see your face, Adekemi.
Ooh. Okay, maybe I'll turn on my video in a few minutes. Okay, so for me personally, it's been enlightening and impactful for the past few weeks that I've been here. Things that one would probably not think about has been brought to limelight, making one more conscious of things that we could actually change to live and have a better life as we desire. So that's it for me.
Awesome. What changes have you made personally?
Okay, so for me, I've been more conscious about, I think it was in the first class you mentioned something about the subconscious mind, so having to not having your subconscious or having to define your subconscious. So defining it in the way you'd want when you watch out for your environment and watch out for things that silently builds your subconscious mind. So for me, I've taken that into cognizance the more, having to deal with what is in my subconscious thoughts. What are the things that are lying there that I need to be more conscious about? So those things I've taken into cognizance. Also looking at the circle of people I keep, because one thing that even still stands out in the environment, what you listen to, what you hear, what you talk about in your environment, what you read. So I've been more conscious to have my mind more programmed in a way that will bring out the results that I desire.
Awesome. All right, well done, Adekemi. So for those that are in Lagos, sometime this month, we'll have a physical hangout, maybe the last Saturday of this month. So my team will roll out the announcement. It will be on the island. For those that are in Lagos, if you would like to come for a physical hangout, so have just a hangout, a physical hangout. All right, yes, I want to hear more from more people. How has the class been for you so far? What have you learned, and what changes have you made personally? Yes, unmute your mic, raise your hands, and I'll ask you to come on. Do I have shy mentees here? Undu King, I'd like to hear from you. Undu King, are you there? Nancy. Nancy, are you there? Yes, I want to see your face, Nancy.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, who's that? Okay, Undu
Hello,
King, is
sir.
that?
Yeah. Good afternoon,
All
sir.
right. Let Nancy go first, and you go next. Yeah, Nancy, let
All
me
right,
hear
sir.
you. Nancy, you can unmute your mic. I would like to hear from you. Nancy, I'm waiting on you.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, Nancy.
This is Nancy from Kenya.
Yes, Nancy. Hello, good to see you.
I'm very excited about this class. For the last 2 weeks, I've learned so many things. It is an eye-opener. To me personally, it has really changed my mindset. And yeah, I've changed the way I'm thinking and the way I approach things and my environment. Yeah, thank you so much.
Awesome.
Hoping to learn more.
You said what?
Hoping to learn more from this.
Awesome. What part of Kenya are you joining in from?
Diani,
Oh, okay. All right.
Kwale County. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're welcome. You're welcome.
This place is so nice. You should visit this place.
Don't worry, I'll start my tour. I'm starting a tour across African countries. So I'll come to Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come to Kenya. Yeah. All right, yes. Yeah, Ndu King, let's hear from you. How has the class been? How's the mentorship program been so far for you?
Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Where's your camera?
Okay. Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Okay. The lesson so far has been an impressive one. Although I was unable to join the last one, but the first one was very, very, I would not say a whole packed. Because one of the things that damaged my ignorance through that teaching is one of the statements you made. You said that we are product of our programming, and we are product of our programming, and then educating all that programming and all that. So that's teaching and you said something that we have to reprogram ourselves. So I have to after teaching, I have to think towards the teaching and try to know the things which necessarily may be my environment, the programming to myself. So I was trying to let go of all those kind of habits and all that. So it was impactful, and that's been a blessing.
Awesome. Well done, Duking. All right. I would have loved to hear from almost everybody, but because of time, I'll just talk briefly, and my wife is also going to come up. Make sure you wait for my wife's session because she'll be talking about finance, how you need to prepare financially for marriage. But I want to continue from where we stopped last week. So we're talking about programming, right? And we're talking about the fact that your programming determines a lot of things. Your marriage is going to be a function of what it has been programmed to be. And you have to take responsibility for your programming. Nobody will do it for you. You have to reprogram yourself. You have to program your marriage, right? And the best time to do that is now that you're single. So last week, I spoke about the elements of programming. We spoke about environment, exposure, experience, and education, right? Now, today, I'm going to just talk briefly. Next week, we'll finish up, but I'll talk briefly on how you can reprogram your mind, right? How you can reprogram your marriage, how you can program your marriage, how you want your marriage to be. It is now that you are single that you program it. If you wait until you are married before you start programming it, you are late. It is now that you are single that you program how you want your marriage to be, the kind of husband you want to be and the kind of wife you want to be. It is now you program it. And also you will program the kind of spouse you want to attract. Remember we said that whatever enters into your subconscious mind will enter into your life. Your life is a result of what is in your subconscious mind. So if you want to change your life, you need to change what is in your subconscious mind. If you pray from today to tomorrow and what is in your subconscious mind does not change, nothing will happen. And that's why the Bible will say it will give God will give you everyone according to his heart. That heart here is according to your subconscious mind. God will not do for you more than what is in your subconscious mind. Right? It is what is in your subconscious mind that will happen. So you must learn the act of programming your subconscious mind. Life is supposed to be lived inside out, not outside in. I'll say that again. Life is meant to be lived inside out. So if you want transformation in your life, you must do the inner work first, then the outer work will begin to show. The inner work is the inner programming you do. So if you want to have a beautiful marriage, you are a young lady, you want to marry a quality man, a high-value man, you want to marry a good husband, and you want to be a good wife, because you can marry a good husband while you are a bad wife. You want to be a good wife that attracts a good husband, that builds a good marriage. You have to program it. You have to make sure that thing you are looking for enters into your subconscious mind first before it will manifest. So how do you program your subconscious mind? What do you do to program it? And that's what I want. I'll just talk about one today, so that my wife will come up. She will come up in the next. She will come up, let's say, by 4:45. So let's see. Please give me a minute. All right, so last week I taught that there are 4 elements of subconscious programming. We have your environment, exposure, experience, and education. So today I want to talk about how you can program your subconscious mind. Number one way to program your subconscious mind is deliberate visualization, repetitive visualization. Repetitive visualization. Number 2 is your language and your affirmation. Your language and your affirmation. Now, number 1 way to reprogram your subconscious mind is repetitive visualization. I spoke a little about that last week when I spoke about experience and how to use your imagination to give yourself the experience that will program your mind. Number 2 is your internal language and your affirmation. So today, because of time, I will only talk about language and affirmation, how to reprogram yourself with your language and affirmation. Now, one of the major ways your subconscious mind is programmed is by your words. What you are saying is programming you. Remember, I said that your environment, one of the things that is your environment is whatever comes to your senses. Whatever is always meeting your senses, your sense of hearing, your sense of seeing, your sense of feeling, your sense of smell, your sense of taste is your environment. Your environment is anything that keeps coming in contact with your senses. Now, one of the things that comes in contact with your senses is what you are saying. The things you are saying are programming you. The words you use are programming you. The language, your vocabulary is programming you. Now, words are powerful. Words were not primarily designed for communication. If I ask you what's the purpose of words, you will say communication. You are correct, but that you are not, you are correct, but that thing you said is incomplete. Words, spoken words, was not primarily designed for communication. Words was primarily designed to program the mind and for creation. The primary purpose of words is number one, for creation. Number two, for programming. The words you speak are programming you. The things you are saying are programming you. So, if you want to reprogram your mind, you have to change the words you use frequently. Communication is 7% verbal and 93% non-verbal. Just to show you that words were not designed necessarily for communication. Most people, their organization, they communicate without talking, without using verbal communication. Most people use non-verbal, they use text, they use all kinds of things. So words are, the words you use are programming you. Let me give an example. There was a time in my life when I was very depressed. I was suicidal. I felt life was miserable. Then I went to see my therapist. And one of the things my therapist discovered, and I discovered during my therapy session, was that I always use words like stress, tired. At every chance, I will say something like, I am tired. I am exhausted. Every time I used to use the word tired, exhausted, tired, exhausted. And what I realized in my therapy session is that because I was always using the word tired, exhausted, fagged out, weak, that was manifesting in my life. I was always tired for real. I was always exhausted for real. I was always burnt out for real. So what my therapist told me then was, what he said then is, change your vocabulary. Stop using the word tired. Stop using the word exhausted. And I changed my vocabulary. So anytime I was tempted to say I'm tired, or I'm tempted to say I am exhausted, I started saying I am strong. I am resilient. I'm excited about my life. I started speaking, I am strong. I am excited. I am resilient. I'm a resilient man. I started changing my vocabulary. And after a few weeks, I came out completely of depression. The vocabulary you keep using are programming you. The words you keep saying are programming you. Some of you, if you look at your words today, if you analyze the words you always use, you realize that your life is a strong reflection of the words you consistently use. You like this, a little thing, you will start saying things like mess. If I ask you now, how are you doing? You say, oh, my life is a mess. Sometimes you jokingly use negative words. Even when you are joking, you're always using negative words. You're always using negative words. In a day, you will say wahala 50 times. And if you check your life always have wahala. Your life always have trouble. You use words like horrible. If they ask you now, how are you doing? You say, oh, things are not easy. Everything is hard. That is the reason why your life is hard. Before you say 100 words, about 30 of that words are difficult words. Instead, that you use words like hard, difficult. your vocabulary is very negative. You use a lot of negative words in your life. The more negative words you use, the more negative your life will be. The more negative words you use, the more negative your experiences will be. So one of the ways to program your subconscious mind, you have to intentionally delete negative vocabularies from your life, from your words. You have to delete negative words from your vocabulary. It was Dangote, the richest black man. One time we're listening to him, he said, there are some words you cannot say around him. He doesn't like saying it. He doesn't want to hear the word failure around him. He doesn't like you to hear the word try. Say, what do you mean by you will try? He doesn't like those words. If you sit down with wealthy people, there are some words they never use. If you sit down with successful people, there are some words they never use because words are powerful. So one of the things you need to do to reprogram your mind is that you need to audit your vocabularies. What are the words you use frequently? Many of you use words like horrible, terrible, messy. Even when you want to describe something good, you will still use a negative word. You want to describe a beautiful dress, you say, that dress is bad, oh. You want to describe something good, you say, mad, oh, mad, oh. Oh, this music is killing me. Why is the music killing you? Why are you using the word killing? Even when you want to express that you are enjoying something, you will use a negative word. The words you use are programming you. And my mentees, listen to me. If you want to be successful in your career, in your finance, in your marriage, you have to change your vocabulary. You have to update your vocabulary. There are some words you need to stop using. One of the things I started doing, I don't say words. I don't use the F word. I don't use the S word. I don't use the T word. I don't use some kinds of words in my life. So if you come around me, you hear things like fantastic, awesome, great, blessed. I try to cancel negative words from my vocabulary. So if you want to reprogram yourself, you have to be deliberate about the words you use. Words are programming you. My people, you are quiet, or you are quiet. Are you here with me? Are you here with me? So one of the ways to reprogram yourself is to be mindful of your language. Be mindful of the vocabulary you use. Yes, Joan. Please, I would like to get feedback. As I'm talking, I want to be ensuring that, I want to be sure you are in class. I want to be sure. So please, chat back at me. Awesome. Alice, I see you. So you have to learn how to choose your vocabulary. Be mindful of your language. If you want to be successful, you want to have a sweet life, you want to have a good marriage, you can't talk anyhow. You can't be saying things like, all men are scum. All women are wicked. All these, don't do that. You have to learn to speak positively. You use positive words. You don't hold on to negative beliefs. Number two, if you want to master your affirmation and your language, one of the ways you reprogram yourself, you use your voice to reframe your thoughts. Always use your voice to most times you will have negative thoughts. What if I marry a bad wife? What if my marriage breaks like that of my parents? Always use your voice to reframe your thoughts. If you want to, you catch yourself when you're thinking negative thoughts. Now, it is difficult to use your thoughts to fight your thoughts. It is very difficult to use your thoughts to fight your thoughts. If you are here, you always having negative thoughts because of that thing is in your subconscious mind. You're always thinking about how that your past ex broke your heart. And you used to think about, what if I never find a good man? What if I never find a good husband? What if my marriage ends up like the way my father's marriage ended up? Those are negative thoughts. So whenever those thoughts come, use your voice to reframe your thoughts. Have strong affirmations for your marriage. Have strong affirmation for your future. Many of you have to go and write it down. Have daily affirmations for your marriage. So when I knew I was ready to get married, and I knew I wanted to program my life, what did I do? I had a strong affirmation for my marriage, for my family. I had a strong affirmation for my finances. Now, in changing to program your mind and to program your marriage, to program the kind of person you are going to marry, you have to say it a million times. You say it over and over and over and over and over and over again. As you are saying it, you feel tired, but you keep saying it. You keep saying it. You keep saying it. You keep saying it until you see it. So for me, when I was single, there was a time in my life I was living in a place in Lagos called Surulere, and I lived close to a street called Ogulano Drive. So at 7:30 p.m. every night, every evening, when the sun is setting, I go on a long walk on that street. And as I go on a long walk, that road was a very busy road. Cars were always driving. So I would stay on the pedestrian side, and I'll start saying something like this: I am a highly successful husband of a highly successful wife. I am blessed with a beautiful, loving, and a caring wife. I am a highly successful husband of a highly successful wife with highly successful children. I am a highly successful husband of a highly successful wife. I am a highly successful husband of a highly successful wife. I am blessed with a beautiful, loving, and a caring wife. I will keep saying it. There are times I'll be counting it 1,000 times. I'll walk from the beginning of that road to the end and come back. And I will ensure I say that thing 1,000 times. What I was doing was I was putting it in my subconscious mind. Because one of the ways to reprogram your subconscious mind is repetitive affirmation. You have to say it until it enters into your subconscious mind. And I did it for long. Every day, I am blessed. I am blessed with a beautiful, loving, and a caring wife. I am a highly successful husband of a highly successful wife. My wife and I enjoy our marriage. Now, I was not married then. I didn't even know the woman I was going to marry then. But I kept saying it. I kept saying it. I kept saying it. See, this is where the work, this is where the hard work is. The hard work is this mental work, where you are trying to reprogram that's where the hard work is. If you knew that you came from a home that your dad and mom, they had a toxic marriage, you have to start saying it. I have a very beautiful marriage. I married once, and my marriage lasted forever. You have to start saying it. I have a sweet, healthy, and a functional marriage. I have a sweet, healthy, and a functional marriage. Now, the thing about affirmation is you say it as if it's already happening. Remember we said the subconscious mind only speaks the language of experience. The subconscious mind only understands past tense and present continuous tense. So you say, I will be a good husband. No, that's not. The subconscious mind doesn't understand that. To say, I am a good husband of a good wife. I am a good wife married to a good husband. My husband is faithful. My husband is loving. My husband is kind. You start saying it as if you're already married and you're already living in that experience. And you say it a lot of times. Listen to me. Whatever you keep saying over a period of time enters into your subconscious mind. You are programmed by it. It is impossible for it not to happen. What I said then, when I was a single man, when I was a bachelor, is what is happening in my marriage today. I said, I'm a highly successful husband of a highly successful wife. I said, my wife and I are power couples. We are models to millions across the world. I kept saying, we are role models to millions of marriages across the world. I kept saying it. I would keep saying it. I was saying it as if it was happening already. Yeah, I kept saying it. I was not tired of saying it. When I feel God, I kept saying it. I wake up in the morning, I say it. I say it. I'm a highly successful husband of a highly successful wife. I'm a highly successful husband. I am blessed with a beautiful, loving, and a caring wife. I'm a loving husband. I'm a loving husband. I'm a reliable husband. I'm a prosperous man. I'm a prosperous man. I'm a prosperous man. You keep saying it. Now, in saying it, you don't look at what is happening in your environment. You don't look at what is in the news. You close your ears to the negative things you are hearing. And all you want to overshadow your ears with is what you are seeing. Grace, now, unfortunately, my subconscious has registered from experience that men do not want women with a child. What do I do? Because I'm teaching you what to do. It doesn't matter what you have been programmed with. You can reprogram yourself. It doesn't matter what you have been programmed with. If you are a single mother, you start saying it. I am married to a loving, accepting, good, and a faithful man. I'm married, and my marriage is sweet. My marriage is full of love, respect, joy, and unity. You start saying it. You start saying it. You don't stop saying it. When you start saying it, your mind will be telling you, oh, you're deceiving yourself. Don't stop. Don't stop. You keep saying it. It starts with saying it. See, you have to do that inner work. Now, this thing you are saying, don't tell anybody. You should do it in your secret place. Don't tell anybody. When I was doing it, nobody knew. I sneak out of the house. 7:30. And I'll be walking alone on that road and I'll be declaring and I'll be saying it. I'll be affirming it. I didn't, you know, like I was telling people, oh, I'll be married. No. It is something you do in the secrets. Something you do private. It's this thing I'm teaching you now. You do it for your finance. I do it for my finance. There was a time I was very broke. And I started saying it. I started saying the amount I want to earn. And I said, I earn this amount every month. I'm earning this every month. I now earn this every month. I kept saying it. And it happened. You do it for everything you want. You keep saying it. Sometimes you give yourself the next. I'll give you an assignment. For the next 100 days, you go and write what you want your life to be. You describe your life on paper. What you want your finance to be. What you want your marriage to look like. What you want your children to look like. Don't make it too bulky. Just short. 5 lines. And you'll be saying it 30 minutes every day for the next 100 days. You say it as if it's already happened. So because of this section is focused on marriage, that's why I'm saying marriage. If you want your finance, let's say you want to start earning $5,000 monthly. You start saying it. I now earn $5,000 monthly. I am earning $5,000 monthly. My monthly income now is $5,000. You say it 1,000 times every day. As you are walking to work or you are driving to work, you be saying it to yourself. You keep saying it to yourself. You keep saying it to yourself. Sometimes you say it until you become known. It is as you say it over and over and over again. You will not know when you start. You will not know. Things will just start happening. Things will start aligning. Your behavior will start changing. So for me, when I was declaring it then, I was very broke. That time I couldn't pay my rent. That time I was so broke that it was my mom that would be sending me money to eat. But I understood the power of programming. I wanted to change my life. I knew I had to say it over and over again. I have to say it over and over again. I started saying it. Before you know it, what I should do next started coming. What I should do next, the idea started coming. I started seeing myself in the right place at the right time. I started meeting the right people. Opportunities started coming to me because I had programmed it. You will never attract an opportunity you have not programmed. And you will never see an opportunity you have not programmed yourself to see. You keep saying it. I will teach you next class. I'll teach you on that thing I did. How I was able to know. People were surprised. Let me tell you something about a story about my. I met my wife. I am my wife. I met my wife for the first time on Facebook. I didn't know her from anywhere before. I saw her on Facebook. I sent her a message on Facebook, January 4. By February 14, we spoke for the first time on Facebook, January 24 or January 29. I think it's January 29th. We spoke for the first time on Facebook. I slid into her DM for the first time, I think January 29th. By February 14, I asked her to marry me. We met for the first time physically in April because we're living in a separate city. By July 24th, I proposed to her. By September 4th, we did our introduction. By December 4th that year, we were married. One of the ways I was able to recognize that she was the one was because I programmed it already. And why I knew I didn't have to date too much was because it has been programmed. I have seen it and I have said it over and over and over and over again. So many of you, let me tell you something. Your assignment for this week is that go and write down your affirmation. What kind of wife do you want to be? Write it down. What kind of husband do you want to marry? Write it down. What kind of man do you want to be? Write it down. What kind of woman do you want to be? You want to marry? Write it down. What kind of marriage do you want to be? Write it down. Now, write it in a way like it has already happened. Write it like you are sharing a testimony. Then you say it to yourself at least 100 times every day for the next 100 days. Some of you, all you need to start saying is, I am a highly successful husband of a highly successful wife. I am a highly satisfied wife of a highly satisfied husband in a highly happy marriage. I am a happy husband of a happy wife in a happy marriage, in a happy and a long-lasting marriage. You say it, you keep saying, I am a happy man married to a happy woman, and we have built a happy marriage, a happy and a long-lasting marriage. I am a happy husband married to a happy wife, and we are building a happy marriage, a happy and a long-lasting marriage. You keep saying that alone. Keep saying it. Keep saying it 100 times every day for the next 100 days. When you wake up in the morning, first thing in the morning, you say it 50 times. The last thing you say at night before you sleep is that for the next 100 days. If what you want to change is your career, you want to change your finance, you start saying it. I'm a billionaire. I am a highly successful and a highly prosperous banker. I now earn $10,000 monthly. I earn $10,000 monthly. Some of you, what you need to start saying, money comes to me easily. Money loves me. I'm a money magnet. Money comes to me easily. Some of you, you want to go to Ivy League school. You are targeting a particular scholarship in a particular school. You start saying 100 times every day for the next 100 days. You keep saying it. Don't stop. You keep saying it. You say like, you don't think you're a madman. What you are doing is that you are programming your subconscious mind. It is what you program that happens. There's an exam, you've been failing this exam. You start telling yourself, I passed this exam with flying colors. You keep saying it to yourself. What the steps you need to take, it will start coming to you naturally. The behavioral changes you need to make will start happening naturally because you have been programmed to do it. The right people you need to meet, you begin to meet them. This life works by programming. I'm telling you. So assignments for this. Everybody in this group, go and write down your affirmation. And I want you to share your affirmation on the group if you can. Then you are going to be saying your affirmation 100 times every day for the next 100 days. And it doesn't have to be only your marriage. One line can be for your marriage. The next line can be for your finance. The third line can be for your career or for your business. You can have a business. Okay? I have a business and we do $1 million every month. Our monthly cash flow is $1 million. You start saying it to yourself. If you are in real estate, you start saying things like, I have 100 apartments. I get rental income from 100 apartments all over Africa. That is something you keep saying to yourself. And you say it as if it's already happening now. It's already happening now. Now, this is one of the secrets of the successful. And this thing, they do it private. They don't shout. They do it privately. They do it silently. Is that okay? Any question? Today. Any question? Anybody? Any question? How has the class been today? Awesome. Any question? I see all of you. Joanne said so good. Ali said awesome. 442 said amazing. Indomitable Lady said amazing. Nancy, amazing. Joanne, eye-opening, amazing. Like we have been, yes, like we have to force ourselves to speak positively of ourselves no matter. Yes. You have to force yourself. You have to fight. It's a fight, a mental fight you have to do. This thing I tell you is difficult, though. It's not easy, but you have to fight it. Some of you have to go on walks. You have to fight. All right. In the absence of no question, let us welcome my beautiful, my awesome, the best wife in the world. She's my sweetheart. She's my love. She's my mumu button. She's just too good. She's just too powerful. So, ladies and gentlemen, with a round of applause, I want you to welcome my wife, Christian Money Woman. What's on the video?
I don't get name. She put my name and my
All right, my wife is here. Let's put our hands together. Make sure you make her feel welcome.
Thank you. Please write it off your
Video.
audio first. No, I won't do
Yeah.
audio.
This is audio. This is video.
Okay. Okay, hello, good evening, everyone. How are we all doing? Can you all hear me loud and clear, please? Precious, please come. First, since the AC is on, please turn this off. Turn this off. Since the AC is on, turn off the fan. Okay, yes, very clear, ma'am. All right, all right, all right. How's he been? Hope we're having a good time. How's is it mentorship program? How's it been? How's it going? Hey, our money woman. So right here, we're about to talk about money. My middle name is Money. It's money that I talk about. It's money that I talk about. My husband talk about marriage and love. For me, I talk about money. So are you ready for us to talk about money? How many people like money here? Or how many people don't like to talk about money? You feel money is too body, you don't like to talk about money. Let me know now. If you don't want us to talk about money, let me know. Let me go and give the laptop back to the person that owns the laptop because it's money me I want to talk about. I know you already, ma'am. Money woman. It is well. I hope I'm safe. Okay, I'm trying to figure out something. Okay, now let's get into this. Let's get into this. Let's start talking about this. I hope you know that the quality of your life, money can determine the quality of your life and the quality of your marriage. It's so sad, but it's just what it is. That money can determine the quality of how you are going to enjoy your marriage, how you are going to enjoy your life. I hope you know that money can determine it. I mean, something as simple as sometimes last year we all heard of this news of turning the slide of this woman who was pregnant and then she died because they could not afford taking her to a proper hospital. God rest her soul. But that just goes to tell us the role that money plays in this life. The role that money plays in this life. So money is very, 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 very important. Now, I understand this is a singles program, right? So today we're going to discuss about money questions that you need to ask your I can't call the person spouse, your soon-to-be spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your fiance, your whatever. Money questions that you need to ask them. A lot of us were in relationship and we're talking about, hello, how are you? Have you eaten? Have you poo-poo? Have you wee-wee? Have you liked Instagram posts? Have you seen this cheese? Have you seen this thing that they said about Etin? Etin is not talking about his wife. We are doing all of that. No, that's not what you're supposed to be using that period for. That's not what you're supposed to be using that period for. So I'm going to quickly run us through some money questions that you need to ask your spouse. Either you're a lady, you need to ask that guy. Either you're a guy, you need to ask that lady. Because see, the quantity of money that you guys have can determine the quality of your life to a great extent. So number one thing you want to do is, hey, Holy Spirit of God, oh. Hello. Okay. Okay, I'm here back. Sorry. I'm sorry. Ah, God, I beg. I've not made a mistake. Babe, sorry, please. I don't know. This Zoom has just gone off. I can't see anything. I'm seeing. I should do what? I should do what? I don't know what to do, please. Hey, God. I'm serious. I sweat on the AC. I'm sorry, please. Just a moment, please. I'm sorry. This is. Yeah, you want to. Okay. Precious. No, come. Do what you want to do fast. I'm in a meeting. Stop staying at my back. Anything you want to do, pass this or that door. Is that not what? Can't you see what I'm doing? Please, I sincerely apologize for that. Okay, so like I was saying, money questions that you need to ask your girlfriend or your boyfriend before you guys start talking about marriage. So the first thing you want to know is you want to know their background about money. You want to know what their upbringing about money is, because see, you can't take them away from their upbringing. What was money like with them growing up? You need to know what's their mindset about money, because everything starts from the mind. If inside of their mind, some people have just sum it up in their mind that they cannot be rich. Every rich person stole money. All of those things. You cannot go far that way. See, two cannot work together except they be in agreement. So imagine a case where you have this abundance mindset. You're thinking of all of these big dreams, things you want to achieve, and all of that. And then you want to get married to somebody that growing up, their parents already told them that, person know they get money for this life, all those people that you see that they have money, they did ritual, they stole, all of those things. See, it's going to be a lot of struggle going on together, because the two of you have two different mindsets about money. So the first thing you want to know before going into marriage, especially when it comes into the place of finances, what is their upbringing like? What's their background like? Because this person that you met, maybe in the last 1 year, 6 months, 8 months, and you're also jolly, the love of my life, my best friend, the person I want to marry. This person is probably, they've spent 20 years, 30 years of their life somewhere, and you just think because you're coming into their life by virtue of marriage, everything is just going to change all of a sudden. No, it doesn't happen like that. So you need to know where they are coming from, because even the future is a little dependent on the past. What has happened in the past will always have an imprint in what is happening in the future. So you want to know, where are you coming from? You people, see, feel comfortable talking about money, especially ladies. Don't make them feel, no, you're not being materialistic. Just like I said, see, the quality of your life can depend on the amount of money that you make. Just imagine a case where you're pregnant, and because you got married to a guy who does not believe in money or something, he cannot afford to pay for a proper health care for you. Do you realize that that is your life on the line, literally? Imagine getting married to a lady who does not believe in quality education. Now you bring children into the life, and then she does not see any reason why you should send them abroad to school. She does not see any reason why you should do all of that. Can you see that the quality of your life is literally dependent on the quality of money that you make? So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you're on the same page with money. Where are you coming from? It's not compulsory that, you have to be from the same background. No, what is most important is let us understand ourselves. What are the similarities that we have? What are the differences that we have? What are the weaknesses that we have? What are the strengths that you have? You are very good with budgeting. Me, I am not good with it. You're very good with investing. Me, I'm not. And all of this is going to be dependent on what's their background like. What are your beliefs about money? What's your mindset about money? Come, let us sit down together. Are we sure we can move together? Just like I said, see, two cannot work together except they be in agreement. How can you be in agreement when you cannot even have conversations? You cannot talk. Some people still feel somehow talking about money. It cannot be like that, though. You need to sit down, understand. Okay, so growing up, was it like this with you? Your parents, what were the things you heard about money? What do you think about money? Okay, so do you think a woman should split bills with her husband? Do you think a man is the one who should pay everything? You have to have all of those conversations, understand, so that you don't end up getting into marriage. I mean, some people have gotten into marriage expecting that, it's a joint thing. We are in this thing together. Myself and my spouse, we're in this thing together. But the lady gets into the marriage expecting that the man is supposed to pay all the bills. And I'm not saying people like that are wrong, for crying out loud. Probably that was how she grew up. She saw her father paying for everything. So she does not see any reason why she has to pay bills. And then there is you, the man, who is coming into marriage with the mindset of partnership. Like, okay, I thought if every month I'm making like 4 million, and this woman, even if she's able to put 2 million, 3 million, I understand that motherhood, childbearing, everything might not really make her earn so much at some point in life. But at least let's say, okay, even during that stage, or even if it's just 1 million, 2 million that she's pulling, so if you put this and this together, even if the whole of my own 4 million is going into everything in the house, okay, maybe our own 2 million can go into our investment portfolio. That way we can quickly cover a lot in a short period of time. So that means every month like that, our income is already 6 million instead of just being 4 million. You've already planned it inside of your head like that, hey, so that way we can really cover a lot. By the time we're 35, we've built our first house, we can start doing all of this. Our children's education is fully funded for. We have an education trust fund for them. You already have all of that in your head, and then you get married to a woman who believes that even if I'm out earning a man, it is his job for him to provide. I'm not saying those kind of people are wrong. I'm not saying the man too is wrong to think he wants to put resources together with his wife. But the most important thing is, two cannot work together except they be in agreement. There's no how you are going to agree on things that you did not discuss. Put everything down on the table. Don't be scared. A lot of people feel they don't want to talk about money. Some people are still ashamed when it comes to talking about money. How will this person see me? If I start asking them how much is their salary, if I start asking them what was growing up like, she your mom, was she the one that used to pay for food? Is it like your daddy used to pay for school fees and for rent? So that let's just know, it is because of your future. It is because of your children. It is because of everything that has gotten to do with you. You need to know, where are they coming from with money? You need to know what's their mindset about money, their beliefs, their background, everything. What are their experiences with money? You need to know that first. And then the next thing you want to know is their relationship with debt. DEBT, debt. Some people normalize debt, and financially, there's something called bad debt. There's something called good debt. I'm not saying debt is bad, but there's something called bad debt, and there's something called good debt. See, if you are constantly in debt, your chances of rising financially is very slim, and you don't want to be in a space with someone like that. I mean, just a couple of days ago, my husband and I were discussing this couple. The wife is always having money, but for whatever reason, the man is not having money because he's always borrowing money. At some point, the woman was getting sick and tired of it. Why is it I'm the one that always working? Because he's in debt. People will not think I am a bad person. I'm not giving him money. See, it's because from the beginning, they did not trash it out. There are some people, I'm not now saying it is men, both women, both men. Some people can literally borrow money for ashwebi. They can borrow money for anything. They can borrow money to buy wig. Some men can borrow money to just appear a certain way because of their ego. You need to know. Come, Ogade, come, madam, let me understand. What do you think about that? I have a friend personally who normalized debt. My friend will tell you, even Dangote is in debt. Anybody that is going to rise in life will be in debt. Yes, you have to borrow money sometimes to scale businesses, to do things, but not to be borrowing money for consumables. You want to buy a Ashwebi, you are borrowing money. You want to go for a party, you are borrowing money to do makeup. No, that is not the kind of debt that Dangote is in. That is not the kind of debt that Rabiu, that Melumelu are in. No, not consumable debt. So you want to know, what is your mindset about debt? Some people normalize debt. They can borrow anything from anybody. Some have spoiled their name so much, from the woman selling by the streets. They can borrow at any time. There's nobody they cannot borrow from Dick and Harry, from anybody. I had a friend when I was single. This lady, she had a boyfriend who could even come to us, his girlfriend's friend, to come and borrow money from us. Is that shameless? You need to know what's their relationship with debt. And for people who are already in debt, you need to know before you get into marriage. And there's no how you're going to know if you don't lay the cards on the table. Now, let's discuss about it. I know we're all so excited about how we're getting married in the next 6 months. You are doing all of this. Have you asked this person, are you peradventure in debt? Are you probably owing anybody? I've seen marriages break because they got into the marriage and then they realized that you are in debt of how much, and you didn't tell me. So because if they are in debt, it becomes your own. No, the two of you marry. Remember, the Bible says two shall become one. So if I'm owing money, if I'm owing you money today, my husband is invariably owing you. He cannot be looking at me having debt, owing you, and he'll be looking like me, I have money. It is not done anywhere. You cannot hold money and then I'm flying around and saying I'm not owing anybody. No. So you want to know before you are legally bound with that person. Is that person in debt? You want to know, because there's no how if somebody is in debt, even if you decided I'm not paying that money with you, you are the one that brought, but somehow it's going to be dragging you back, because the money that you people are supposed to be forwarding your life to be doing things, it is going a little bit into debt. Maybe this guy is earning 4 million and every month is having to be paying a debt of 1 million. Somehow you guys are left with 3 million. And another thing is death has a very bad spirit, evil spirit. The moment you start, in fact, when people come to me for coaching, for them to pay off their debts, I first let's start from what caused the debt. They be like, hey, I should just coach them. So I say, no. See, you can pay it back, but your chances of going back into debt is very high. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Your chances of going back into debt is very high because it has a spirit. Debt has a spirit. The moment you even feel like you've paid this one, you can see. So what I take people through when it comes to coaching is see how to pay debt and how to stay off debt. So you want to do that before you get married to somebody. No, are you in debt? If you're in debt, oh, I have a repayment plan. Good. But the thing is, how are we not going to get into debt again? How are we not going to do it? You want to do that. I've touched a little on the third thing, talking about, see, you have to have a financial plan for yourself. Like, how do we intend to do our own money? Remember, I started from number one. You want to know their past belief, their mindset, their background, their experiences with money, because somehow it is going to reflect in their present life. When you have discussed that, then the next thing you want to do is, okay, now this is our family. I understand that where you are coming from, your mother does not used to pay anything. In this, our marriage, is this the way you want it also? You don't want to pay anything. I am the man. I should pay everything. Then you know as the man that, if you are okay with it, we go ahead. You decide, okay, so the thing is, this one, I'm not okay with it. The way I see marriage, I see it as partnership. So the kind of woman that I want is the one that we can put our resources together and do something. No, I'm not saying that the moment you collect your salary, you should come and submit your salary to my foot. That's not what I'm saying. But I need someone who would know that we are in this thing together. So you want to have those kind of discussion. But then it does not end there. For some people, you might need to split it down. That are we going 50-50? Like every debt, are we splitting it? Or are we doing bill per bill? Okay, we'll share bills. These are the bills that I'm paying. These are the bills that you are paying. Are we doing okay? I am the sole provider. But if there is a need for you to come in, you will step in without any grudges. You need to split it out and say there are 3 ways that couples can manage their finances together. And number 1 is the all-in. The all-in means we put all our money together. My 100%, bam. Your 100%, bam. Oftentimes it is in a joint account, just one account. Both of us are putting our money together. Nobody has a personal account when it comes to all-in method. We both spend from that account. Oh, you need money for Ashwebi, it comes from that account. Oh, you need money for a men's trip, it comes from that account. Oh, we need to pay for rent, it comes from that account. Oh, we need to buy groceries in the house, it comes from that account. All-in method. You need to know that one first. Is it that one we want to go for? Oh, we weigh the advantages and the disadvantages. And then another thing you want to look at is look at the 2 of you, your personality. If you're getting married to somebody that you know that they are frivolous by nature, everybody has their excesses and their weaknesses and their strengths. You want to understand this person. This woman that I want to get married to, naturally, she's frivolous. She wants to buy this and buy this. Then you might not want to start with all-in. Another thing is you need to know that the fact that you started with one method does not mean that's the method that has to carry you all through your years. No. At some point, you can decide, okay, we have done this all-in method for 3 months. We see that it's not working. You hop into another method. Okay, let us try another one. And you can actually pull 2 methods together at the same time. Now, that is number 1, all-in method. The second method is what we call the hybrid method. The hybrid method is when we have a certain percentage, don't let me say 50%. We have a certain percentage of our income, both of us, going into a joint account. And then we have another percentage going into personal accounts, meaning there's a personal account and there is a joint account. So we have both decided, okay, this is the amount of money or this is the percentage of our income that goes into the joint account. And this other percentage or this other amount goes into each other's individual's account. That way, anything that concerns the family, the joint account is funding for it. Anything that pertains individuals, we are funding for it ourselves. So that one gives a little bit of independence in case, okay, is it every time that he has to know that I want to buy a new air? Is it every time that she has to know that I want to go out with the guys to just sit over something and just have a good time? Is it every time that he has to know that there's a withdrawal? Is it like, I cannot even surprise my husband because the moment I make a heavy withdrawal, he knows something is going on. Something like that can fly. There's a joint account that would aid our progress fast. We have a family account that we are doing things together. And then there's the personal account too, where you can do things. It allows for a little bit of independence for you. That one too is there. But you still know that I am still accountable to my spouse in case any need arises. So that's the hybrid method. And then finally, number 3, we have the vein method, which is the VENN, vein method, where there is no joint account. Yeah, it is individual accounts. Each person maintain their individual accounts. Yeah, you can decide, okay, it is one person that is doing all of this bill. It is one person that is doing all of this bill. You can decide that. So can you see, here are 3 methods that you can manage your finances together as a couple. At the end of the day, it is 2 of you that will sit down to agree. But I'm still going back to this passage that says, can 2 agree except they be in agreement? Sorry, can 2 work together except they be in agreement? And my own question is, how can you agree when you have not had conversations? What are you agreeing on? For us to agree that, oh, we have agreed to do this thing this way, that means we have both talked about it. We have gone back and forth. We have weighed our options. Oh, these are the pros, these are the cons together. Then we agree. It is when we agree now that we can now work together. So you need to talk about it. Talk about it together. Oh, these are the things that we want to do. These are the things that we want to do. Then the next thing you want to talk about is, see, both of you have to bring your goals to the table. Marriage is sweet when both of you are advancing. A lot of women resent their husband because probably in the years where they are giving birth to children, they had to slow down, and it just gets to a point, 5-10 years later, they look at it as, oh, so both of us, when we got married, what we had was just a first degree. Now, while me, I was pregnant and giving birth, he went for his master's, next thing went for his PhD, and me, all I still have is my first degree. Resentment can come in that, oh, so after all the sacrifice that me, I made, my body, my years, my everything, he has gone ahead. So see, it is very important for the 2 of you to lay your goals together, because see, it is money that will fund your goals. So as a woman, oh, I have my dream or my vision or my goal is that 5 years after my first degree, I want to get an MBA. Oh, 10 years into, by the time I am 35, by the time I'm 40, I want to have a PhD. See, you people have to lay it down together. As a man, oh, my goal is to do this. My goal is to travel the world. You have to, it does not have to stay inside of your head, though. So far you have agreed you want to marry this person, it has to come on the table. We have to discuss it, because both of us have to know that, oh, we are working together. So one person's goal might have to wait at some point for another person. Oh, I think it's the MBA that is more important now. We can still travel the world later. Okay, so now all we have in our joint account now is just 50 million. And I think what that can fund for now is your MBA. Let us do that. Then in another 2 years, we'll raise another funds for me to start traveling the world. Okay, this person's dream can wait for this. Oh, it can accommodate the 2 dreams for now. Oh, the way we manage our money, you know that we have this to do. Our plan is to build a house in the next 2 years, or to buy a house in the next 2 years. Or we plan that our children are going to attend this kind of school, and this is what the tuition is like. You have to lay all of your goals on the table. It is a marriage, for goodness sake. It is partnership. It is not just about fulfilling the woman's needs. It's not just about fulfilling the man's needs. Both of us have to put it on the table, and then we'll weigh it together. Okay, so accordingly, this one should come first. Okay, the man's goal should come first. At least that time when you are doing MBA, me, I can be giving birth to children. Once I am done, you can wait first. You cannot start traveling the world. The woman too will quickly do her own masters like that, and then eventually we can do. You have to lay everything on the table. That way, you know how to apportion your money accordingly. Per time, you know what is the most important thing on the table of the family, not just the man or the woman. Oh, together as husband and wife, oh, this is the next thing that is most important to us. This is what we're channeling our funds into per time. You want to do that. And then another thing, more fire. I love the energy. Okay. So, and then another thing you want to start thinking of is retirement. Retirement. We had some of our, what would I call them? They were pastors in Lautech. I don't know if you know, my husband and I schooled in Lautech, and we had, me personally, I had these pastor friends. They were pastoring Rema Chapel in Lautech then, and I used to stay with them. I used to work with the wife. She was a fashion designer. I'm a fashion designer. And for some reason, we ran into them at Ebano recently, a couple of days ago, and they insisted on following us home. These people celebrated their 20 years anniversary. And you know the funny thing? None of their children is with them. There are 3 children. They have 3 children. I remember their names very, very well. The three of them, when I asked, oh, how is this person? How is she? They say, all of them are lead to university. I say, this guy, and they say, this guy I'm doing like this is already taller than you. He's already like that. I'm going to tell you that, see, sooner than you know, retirement will come. You see, only the two of you will be left with each other. What am I even saying? My parents, all of us are out of the house. I'm married. My immediate younger sister is married. My brother has gone to do ministry in Delta. He went to serve in Delta. I didn't come back home. He said God has called him into ministry. He has gone. My last born, our last born, she's doing an IT in Ibadan. Next year she will be done. She too, she will go. My parents have been alone in that house for like roughly 3-4 years now. So imagine if they didn't start planning for their retirement together. The house that they are living now together, I didn't mean they did not build it before. We will probably be paying their rent, right? They don't have house. Paying rent is not the problem, but they will not see us. So you want to start planning for retirement together. If you people have plan of doing life together, not these marriages of these days that 2-3 years, they have divorced each other. If you are really ready to stay married, like, we're going to be married, we're doing life together. The next 10, 20, 30 years we're together, we're going to be gray, old and gray together, we'll die together. Then you have to start thinking of retirement. Oh, before I move on to retirement, you have to start thinking of your children's school. You have to start thinking of your children schooling together. Hey, you people don't want to know how much it costs to send children to school. Just the other day, my husband and myself were talking about it. Okay, so this amount, we'll probably send this one to school, through house primary school, secondary school. On average, we've not talked of inflation. No, small time, Covenant University is like 5-10 million now. By the next 2-3 years, or by the time they are going to school, maybe the money don't turn 20-30 million. You now decide, oh, you don't even want them to school in Covenant. You want them to go to the UK or to US to school. All of those things, you think it's just going to happen like this? No, you have to plan. The Bible says, who is he that built a house without planning? Nobody. If you really see, it's either you plan to fail or you fail to plan. If you fail to plan, see, you are going to fail. But if you plan, you're not going to fail. So you have to start planning. Inside of your head, you're thinking you're just 25. You're thinking you're just 35. In no time like this, time don't go. You just realize, just the other day, I was sitting down and I was thinking, I'm going to be 30, 35 soon. I'm just 15 years away from 50. Just 15 years time like this, I'm already 50. So you have to start thinking of your children's schooling. It's not when you get to that point that you'll be thinking, I'll be suggesting people and be fighting. There's something called an education trust fund where you can start putting a certain sum of money in an account now so that by the time they get to university, you're not thinking of their tuition. It's possible. Let me tell you, I'm a finance coach and I'm telling you what is possible. You start putting, probably for some people, it can be 50K every month, 100K every month. You start putting it in an account. It compounds for the next 10 to 15 years. By the time they are entering university, it is sorted up to their master's level. It's not at old age that you're thinking, hey, which money, tuition fee, how much, you're now sweating. No, you can sort all of that out, but it starts from you and your spouse. Men, sit down, talk am. Alpha, how many children are we having? Oh, we are having 4. Let's think of it. On average, how much will it cost to send them to quality schools? Okay, so how much do we need to put aside every other time for their education trust fund? Children that are having trust fund, people that they call, I don't know how many of us know, they call them trust fund babies, trust fund babies. They don't have to wed. Okay, I'm going to get it by myself. God. Don't mind me, it's not my laptop, it's my husband's phone, so I don't know my way around. Good. Those people that they call trust fund babies, you think they have to wed? No, let me explain to you what trust fund is. Their parents are putting money away in one place the moment they gave birth to them. By the time they grew up, let me bust you people's brain. Do you know that investing 150,000 naira only at just 20% returns? Hey, they say they cannot hear me. Is it true that I cannot hear me? Is it true that people cannot hear me? I say they cannot hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, it's you. You go and fix your audio by yourself. Sorry. Let me bust your brain. Do you know that investing 150,000 naira only at just 20%? 20% is ridiculously low. Their investments I'll give you as much as 35%, 50%. But don't let us actually. I'm breaking care. Please help me check the Wi-Fi.
Is their network? Your network, I can hear you perfectly well.
Okay. So, do you know that investing 150,000 naira only at just 20% in 20 years or 30 years will give you 1 billion naira? 1 billion naira from just 150 at 20%. you people don't know the kind of money that you're leaving on the table because you're not investing. So education trust fund, you can start putting a certain sum of money, 50K, 100K, Litway, ARM, all of those people offer education trust fund. You put it, by the time in the next 15 years, by the time your children are entering university, nothing concern you and school fees. But it starts from you and your husband, you and your spouse, you and that boyfriend, that girlfriend. Like people, it's not about have you eaten, have you poo-poo, have you wee-wee. It's not about all of that though. Should I send KFC crispy chicken? My God. Okay, let's move on. Then what I was talking about retirement, you want to start planning about retirement. Just this morning, my husband and I were talking that, see, we have to start thinking of buying a smaller house. So, because you don't want to be in this kind of big house where all the children have gone away and then it's just be you and your husband. So you have to start thinking of retirement. Things like that. By the time they are gone, what's going to be happening to you? If you don't want to wait on your children before they send allowance, before you eat, what are the things that you can put money in that can be bringing money to you, small, that there are some people that they are paying the school fees of their grandchild, not because their children do not have money, but there are some grandparents that have money so much that they will tell their children, don't worry, let me just spoil my grandchildren. They'll take their grandchildren on vacations just because they can. It can be you. Simple planning. Plan for it. Plan ahead. Retirement is coming. How are we going to have our own life with or without children? Nothing will happen to our children in Jesus' name. But how are we going to be able and well for our children? You want to start planning all of that. You want to start planning all of that. And coupled with that, you want to start planning what I'll call legacy. Legacy, like something that me and my husband are doing right now. This legacy, you want to give back to the society, you want to give back to the world, you want to be known for something. There are a lot of people that come and go. There are a lot of wealthy people that you don't even know. You think probably Dangote and something are the only richest people. There are people who probably have money more than them, but they just you don't know them. You want to start planning of legacy, leaving a print. At least when you are gone, people should be able to know you for something. Your children should be able to mention your name and people will know that this person, wealth is not just the money. Wealth is not just the money. Your children, it is the relationships that you have now that your children will say, we mention, and they will call them connection. Oh, you mean Mercy Agbeti? Oh, I would do anything for a money woman. She helped my life. When my finances was in shambles, she was the one I ran into and she helped me. I'm going to help you. You mean you are a daughter? I will help you. Oh, you are Dennis Agbeti's daughter? Yes. I remember when our marriage was going through something, he was the one we reached out to, he helped us, and they will just rise and help you. You want to build relationships like that from now, so that you can have strong legacy for your children, for yourself. A lot of people, when they get into old age and they're saying they're depressed, it's because they didn't really do anything with their life. They didn't really do, and they just think of all of it and they just feel it so worthless. So now we have this big house, we have food to eat, there's nothing is the problem, water is not, so what is there? But when you are giving so much, like where depression won't come from, where hopelessness won't come from. So you want to think of legacy. There's still a lot of things to talk about when it comes to finances. So, but see, these few points of mine, hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that, see, have money conversations with that guy. Have money conversations with that lady. See, quote me, the quality of your life can depend on the quality of on the quantity of money that you have. Ordinarily, some people, you will decide, oh, I don't want to give birth to my child in this Nigeria. It's Canada. It's money. It's money. Oh, I don't want my children to go to Agege International School. Yeah, I want them to go to Montessori School in something. It's money. So the quality of your life can depend on the quantity of money that you have. And it's so funny how your spouse, the person that you get married to, they can determine your financial success to a very large extent. To a very large extent. Somebody that is collaborating with you, that you people pull your resources together. The Bible says one will chase 1,000, two will chase 10,000. You can imagine husband and wife pulling their 4 million together. You put 4 million, 8 million. And the person that is roughing their head with just 4 million. Oh, you are a man. You are the one paying all the bills. While your friend also is handing 4 million, but his own wife is putting her own 2 million, 3 million. See, the person will leave you with a fit like this just because of coming together. Partnership. So see, with all this point of mine, this one that I've just talked all over me, I don't have slides. I'm not a well put together person like my husband. I don't have all these slides together, but I've spoken to you from my heart. You can see the way I'm sweating even on that AC. So please, I hope you got value for this session, and I hope you pay attention to have money questions with that person before you go ahead, because I'm still shouting and see the quality of your life can be dependent on the quantity of money that you have. Thank you for having me. Oh, this is 5:30. It's 5:30 that they give me. Thank God I was able to compress all my talk. Do we have any questions? Now, I don't know where I'm going to read questions. I don't know how to use this MacBook. Do we have any questions, please? Do we have any questions? Okay, we don't have any questions. Okay. In the absence of questions, I hope we got value for this session. I hope it's been worth it for you. I don't know. Okay, I'm reading something. How do you handle if a woman is earning more? Okay, somebody is raising hand. Hey, Jesus. Coach D, please come and help me with this, your laptop. Oh. Somebody is raising hand. Okay, please, before that person that is raising hand should speak, please let me quickly answer this question. This person is saying, how do you handle if a woman is earning more? It's very simple. It's not meant to be a problem if you people are on the same page. It's not meant to be a problem at all if you people are on the same page. So it starts from number one thing that I said, that see, mindset is very important. If it's a woman who sees marriage as partnership, oh, we're in this together, my money is his money, his money is my money. If it's the one that is earning more, too, is my money. If I'm the one that is earning more, is my money. It will not be a problem. That's why I'm not one of those people that say a man is not a financial plan. Yes, maybe a man is not a financial, but my husband, hey, Babala financial plan. My husband is not my financial plan, okay? Like, we plan it together. The fact that, oh, he's setting this amount. Okay, this one will cover this part of my life. And here, I'll use this one. My husband is my number one financial plan, literally, self. So it starts from the mindset. If that woman can see, if you people can sit down together and you agree that, see, this money, I am not saying you should submit your money to my fees, just like I said. I'm not saying you should. But the thing is, if you see it as our own together, my progress is your progress is my progress, then it's not going to be a problem. But in case you have gone ahead and you people did not have this discussion, you people have not settled it that, oh, we are together, your money is my money is your money, then you might need to consult with her in all sincerity. If she has the mentality of it is my money, then what percentage of her income is she willing to put back into the home? And at the end, my prayer will be, God will be with you people, because that's actually no ideal. In a kingdom marriage, it ought to be both of us together, putting our 100 inside. But if you have gone ahead to make commitments and you people are not on the same page, then it has to be, okay, let's sit down together now. What percentage of your income do you think can come into the home? And then you make progress from there. That's what I can say. If you start an education trust, hey God, I'm coming. I just missed the message, the chat again. Okay, hey, Jesus. Okay, if you start an education trust fund and you default a few months, there's no implication. There's okay, no, there can be implication. No, you have to, okay, but what I meant at first by there's no implication is, let's say you default this month, you have to pay it up next month. It's just like normal investment. If I'm able to invest 150K every month, I don't default, the returns I'll get at the end will be more than you that defaulted 2 or 3 or 4 times. So, but the thing is, if you default this month, but you're able to still pay, let's say your contribution every month is 100K and you could not pay 100K this month, but if you still pay, let's say you pay 200 next month, then nothing happens. You still get the value of your tuition for your children in the years to come, and that's what I recommend. But in case you default, of course, it will reduce the money that they will pay you for your children's tuition at the end of the day. That's it. Marriage should not be seen as a competition. A wife earning much, of course, is never an issue. I don't see it as an issue. Collaborate as partners, very simple. And that's why I said that in case the person is not now willing to put 100, fine. So, collaborate. To what extent are you willing to collaborate? Fine, go ahead with it. Okay, all right. Somebody was raising up his or her end. I can't remember. Do we have any other questions before we call it a day? But I hope we got value for this session. I hope it was worth it for us. Okay, if nobody is speaking, I think we have come to the end of this. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, it was what is. Thank you too. Thank you too. Thank you too. All right. Okay, so people are leaving already. All right. Thank you. Have a good evening, everyone, and bye.